Right now on Newswatch 12 today, police arrested an Illinois teen and charged him with intentional homicide for a shooting in Kenosha during protests. We'll have more. Plus,
cooler temperatures are going to arrive over the next couple of days. I'll have the details on that and some rain chances coming up.
Showing the great leadership of the NBA, understanding the magnitude of the situation.
And the sports world gets involved in the Wisconsin protests. On Wednesday, the National Basketball Association and some other teams halted play due to the police shooting of Jacob Blake. It's Thursday, August 17th.
Your local news and weather from where you live. Newswatch 12 today starts now.
good morning and thanks for starting your day with us. I'm Marissa Silvis alongside Peter Dubois, and we certainly have a ton of stuff to get to this morning. But first, we want to talk about how warm it was yesterday outdoors.
Oh my gosh, it was really hot, really sticky, but I was fortunate enough to feel that breeze towards the end of the day yesterday.
Yeah, it wasn't quite as bad as I thought. We pulled out the kiddie pool and it was pretty nice in our backyard at least.
Perfect.
So for more on what to expect today, let's head right on over to our weather center and Tyler Moore in for a first check of our forecast. And Tyler's still warm today, but then changes on the way after.
Yeah, changes are on the way for tomorrow. We're going to drop down our temperatures significantly and keep those cooler temperatures in the forecast. So one last day with highs in the 80s. Let's take a look at our high temperatures from yesterday. They were definitely on the warmer side, well into the 80s, middle 80s, even some upper 80s, 90 degrees for a high temperature in Wausau. Also hit 91 in Wisconsin Rapids yesterday. Radar and satellite showing a weak cold front sinking down to the south, so south of Wausau towards Stevens Point, Plover, picking up a couple light rain showers as that front slowly sags to the south. That's why we'll see slightly cooler temperatures for today. Do have a little bit of dense fog trying to develop over about the past 30 minutes or so. We could see a little bit of patchy fog for the morning hours. Temperatures still on the warm side, even with that cold front sagging south. We're in the 60s and 70s across north central Wisconsin. Your morning planner showing a good mix of sun and clouds this morning, turning mostly sunny for this afternoon with high temperatures reaching towards the lower 80s.
Protesters have been taking to the streets since Sunday's police shooting of Jacob Blake in Kenosha. And now the sports world, starting with the Milwaukee Bucks, got involved by not suiting up for action. John Lawrence has our report.
The National Basketball Association is protesting the police shooting of Jacob Blake.
Listen, 3 cops, 1 guy. There's got to be a better way than him getting shot in the back 7 times.
Some basketball stars like LeBron James have been sounding off on social media. But on Wednesday, the league, following the lead of the Milwaukee Bucks, decided to put its postseason on hold.
It's all the NBA together, and that came together within just a couple-hour time period, showing the great leadership of the NBA, understanding the magnitude of the situation.
Shortly afterward, other pro sports organizations, including some Major League Baseball teams, followed suit.
As a white player on this team, is how can we show support? What's something tangible that we can do to help our black brothers on this team?
Former President Barack Obama among those applauding the move, tweeting it's going to take all of our institutions to stand up for our values. But CNN sports analyst Bob Costas says this walkout could lead to a backlash.
Some will resent it. Some will say, I'm not going to watch anymore. I've had it up to here. They said it with Colin Kaepernick. They've said it with Black Lives Matter.
President Trump tweeted Wednesday that he'll be sending the National Guard to Kenosha to restore law and order. I'm John Lawrence reporting.
Meanwhile, Jacob Blake does remain hospitalized, and the police officer who shot him is on leave.
Well, meanwhile, as the protests continue in Kenosha, police have also arrested an Illinois teen and charged him with intentional homicide for a shooting Tuesday night during the protests. Police say 17-year-old Kyle Rittenhouse went to Kenosha to counter the protesters. They've charged him with shooting 3 people, killing 2 of them. Wisconsin is an open carry state. However, you must be at least 18 years old to do so. And according to the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel, Rittenhouse considered himself a militia member trying to protect life and property, and that's based off of videos, interviews, and social media posts.
The 4th night of protesting remained calm in Kenosha on Wednesday night. According to the NBC in Milwaukee, protesters gathered near the area where 3 people were shot on Tuesday near Civic Center Park. Law enforcement did keep their distance from protesters for the most part. Enforcement used an armored vehicle to get people to leave that park.
People have returned to Madison Wednesday night to protest racial injustices. According to NBC, in Madison, protests did remain peaceful before the sun went down on Wednesday. Businesses that were vandalized from the previous night of protests had their windows and doors boarded up by their owners. Around 300 people were seen downtown, and they were asking others to join them as they would march through downtown Madison.
Law enforcement officials are now providing some more details about what they say led to the shooting of Jacob Blake. Attorney General Josh Kaul held a news conference on Wednesday saying, among other things, Jacob Blake admitted to having a knife on him at the time and no gun was found.
Mr. Blake walked around his vehicle, opened the driver's side door, and leaned forward. While holding on to Mr. Blake's shirt, Officer Rustin Shesky fired his service weapon 7 times. Officer Shesky fired the weapon into Mr. Blake's back. No other officer fired their weapon.
Well, President Donald Trump announced on Twitter that Governor Evers has accepted federal assistance in Kenosha. According to NBC in Green Bay, Evers turned down assistance from the federal government on Tuesday, but has since changed his mind. The president said in a tweet that, quote, "My team just got off the phone with Governor Evers, who agreed to accept federal assistance." The president also said, quote, "Today I'll be sending federal law enforcement and the National Guard to Kenosha, Wisconsin to restore law and order." Troops are being sent in on Wednesday to control the unrest in the city.
Day 3 of the Republican National Convention is in the books. President Trump and the First Lady joined Vice President Pence and the Second Lady at Fort McHenry in Baltimore. After Vice President Pence accepted the party's nomination for another term, the couples stood for the national anthem and then chatted with supporters. Other speakers at the RNC on Wednesday night, Lara Trump, the president's daughter-in-law and senior campaign advisor, outgoing counselor to the president, Kellyanne Conway, spoke about how President Trump helped her break through barriers in politics. And an inspiring moment when 25-year-old Madison Cawthorn, who is running for Congress in North Carolina, stood with the help of a walker to recite part of the Pledge of Allegiance. Cawthorn was paralyzed from the waist down at age 18 after a car accident. President Trump will formally accept the Republican nomination for president tonight.
Well, across the country, nearly 180,000 people have now died from COVID-19. That's according to the latest numbers from Johns Hopkins. The number of daily deaths has been inching down over the last couple weeks, still hovering near 1,000. And here in Wisconsin, DHS reports 6 new deaths Wednesday, right on for our 7-day average. Now 768 new cases with a percent of positive tests around 8%. And in our 12-county north central Wisconsin area, DHS reports 19 people are currently hospitalized with COVID-19, with 10 more tests pending. 7 of those are in the ICU.
As the back-to-school debate continues, Lakeland Union School officials say about a quarter of the students have decided to go virtual. The fear of getting coronavirus is the main reason many of the families have chosen to opt out of in-person learning. District Administrator Robert Way says that they provided families with a survey over the summer asking their preference about school this fall. He says just over 500 students still plan to attend in-person classes 5 days a week this year, and enrollment is actually up by more than 30 kids since last year when you include all the digital learners. School for them will start next Tuesday, September 1st.
Well, coming up in international news, nearly 100 people were rescued from a sinking ship in Greek waters. We'll have the details.
Plus, one German city banned all protests against coronavirus regulations in an effort to slow the spread. We'll have those stories and more news from around the world when we come back.
During the Labor Day sale at Home Furniture, everything's on sale, up to 30% off. Every sofa, sectional, and recliner. Get free no-contact shipping, plus no interest financing until 2024. The Labor Day sale, now at Home Furniture.
A technical education is more valuable and essential than ever, with 2/3 of careers in 2020 requiring hands-on skills. Nicolet College provides a quality education and programs that are more flexible, affordable, and relevant in today's careers. For added flexibility, select programs offer monthly start dates and personalized learning. Plus, with courses offered on campus or online, there's a program suited for everyone. Nicolet College is the next step toward your successful career.
With new-to-you products arriving daily, there's no small find at your local Goodwill. When you treasure hunt for favorite items that fit your unique style at Goodwill, you fuel job training and opportunities for people with barriers to employment in your community. Not only are you keeping items out of the landfill, you're also supporting more than 1.5 hours of job training and opportunities with every purchase you make. Find your treasure today. Shop Goodwill. Goodwill. Donate. Shop. Bring good home.
The Community Blood Center is teaming up with WJFW for a blood drive September 10th at the Quality Inn in Rhinelander. Schedule your life-saving donation today.
Scroll, like, repeat. A photo is just one moment and not the whole picture. It's easy to compare yourself to what you see on social media, but the only like that matters is that you like yourself. The more you see her, the more you know.
You're watching NBC 12 from where you live.
It's BOGO time. Buy one rug at sale price and get another rug free at Home World Rugs. Mix and match from over 30 patterns and up to 11 sizes. Rug experts in every showroom can help you find the perfect rug. Buy one, get one rug free. Now in all home furniture locations.
Welcome back and happy Thursday morning. We are going to see another beautiful day across north central Wisconsin. Temperatures this morning already on the warm side. Once again, sitting in the 60s and 70s, 67 right now in Rhinelander, 68 in Antigo, 65 in Merrill, and 72 in Wausau. Do have a couple clouds, a few light rain showers down towards Stevens Point, and also a couple areas of patchy fog north of Highway 8. The typical areas, Manitowish Waters towards Waters Meet, picking up some of that dense fog for the morning hours today. Here's the radar and satellite. You can see a weak cold front that's sagging further down to our south. That's bringing a couple of those light rain showers to some of our southern counties. That does include close to Wisconsin Rapids, picking up some of that light rain shower activity and pushing towards Stevens Point, Plover. Going to see some of those lighter rain showers for this morning as that weak cold front sags further down to the south. So there's our low pressure system, cold front sinking further to the south. High pressures in the forecast for today, but coming up next is another low pressure system with a stronger cold front. That's going to arrive for tomorrow, bringing rain showers and thunderstorms into the forecast. Also some much cooler temperatures heading our way. For today, still going to be on the warmer side. Dew points, they're still up there, so we're dropping dew points just slightly, but still going to be a little bit on the humid side for today. That continues for tomorrow. Then that cold front arrives, dropping down our dew points for the weekend, so much less humidity is in the forecast, along with some cooler temperatures for the weekend. For today, mix of sun and clouds to start off the morning hours. Temperatures near 70 by 9 a.m., heading towards the lower 80s with plenty of sunshine into the afternoon hours today. So Futurecast is showing some of those clouds to start off the day as that cold front sinks down to the south. Any rain shower chance will be down towards central Wisconsin. You can notice that into the afternoon hours. Across the Northwoods, though, we are looking at plenty of sunshine throughout much of the afternoon hours today. Later on tonight, we're going to see clouds increase, and then by tomorrow morning, here comes that next low pressure system, bringing rounds of showers and thunderstorms across the area throughout your Friday. So it is going to be on the cloudier side. Cooler temperatures with rain showers on and off throughout the day. But for today, southern Wisconsin under the gun for a slight risk for severe weather. That does clip some of our southern counties, just the isolated chance for one or two of those storms. And any storms that do develop for today could be on the stronger side. Rainfall for today and into tomorrow. Looking at easily a ½ inch to an inch of rainfall, so a good soaking will be heading our way. Average high temperature 75. We are dropping below that after today. Cooler temperatures in the forecast as we enter next week. And it looks like it's going to hold that way for quite some time as we dive into September the 3rd through the 9th. Below average temperatures forecasted for the Great Lakes and the upper Midwest. So enjoy today because it'll be the last day with high temperatures in the 80s for quite some time. Upper 70s, lower 80s across Northwoods. Nice amount of sunshine developing for this afternoon down towards central Wisconsin. Could see that isolated chance for a shower and storm. Warmer temperatures with highs in the middle 80s. For tonight, partly cloudy skies to start increasing clouds later on. Storms developing mainly late tonight into tomorrow morning with temperatures dropping into the upper 50s. For tomorrow, showers and storms likely turning cooler with highs only near 70. Your Northwoods Furniture Mattress 7-day forecast showing a beautiful weekend with highs in the upper 60s to low 70s. And then the potential for a couple more rain showers Monday into Tuesday.
Heavy flooding in northern Afghanistan has killed more than 24 people and injured scores of others.
And this tops our international news this morning. A spokesperson for the affected province said casualties may still rise as rescue teams work to locate those buried under hundreds of destroyed houses. She said 25 died and 40 were injured, while the head of the provincial hospital said 35 bodies and 76 injured were brought to the hospital. The flooding started at the central part of the province last night following heavy rains. She called on the government to deliver aid and provide immediate support for workers digging through mud to reach those trapped. Summer often brings heavy rainfall in northern and eastern Afghanistan, leading to floods that leave hundreds dead every year.
Greece's Coast Guard said a major search and rescue operation in the eastern Aegean Sea was continuing after authorities received an emergency call late Tuesday from a vessel carrying an unknown number of migrants. The Coast Guard said on Wednesday morning a total of 96 people were rescued from the sea 24 miles west of the small island of Halki. The migrants had been traveling in a yacht that was found partially sunk, and it was not immediately clear what had caused the sinking, where the yacht had set sail for, or what its intended destination was. Authorities said that the search and rescue operation was continuing as it was unclear how many people were on board that yacht.
Berlin, Germany has banned planned demonstrations to oppose measures imposed to stem the coronavirus pandemic. On August 1st, about 20,000 people marched in Berlin to close quarters and without masks. The crowd included libertarians, constitutional loyalists, far-right supporters, and anti-vaccination activists. The city of Berlin announced Wednesday it was banning further demonstrations planned for this weekend. The Berlin State Interior Minister said authorities had to strike a balance between the right to freedom of assembly and the need to protect people against the infection. He said it was likely that protesters this weekend would violate coronavirus restrictions, posing too high a risk. New daily cases has been rising in Germany since the start of July, posing another serious risk.
It's now about 5:15, and coming up next in our medical news, long naps could be detrimental to your health. We'll explain.
Plus, experts are concerned about a drop in flu vaccinations ahead of the upcoming flu season. Stay with us.
We want to see your big old fish. Go to WJFW.com, click on Big Old Fish under the Sports tab, and upload a photo of you and your latest catch. Then make sure your friends and family watch Newswatch 12 Sports Fridays at 6 a.m. 10 and Mondays on Newswatch 12 Today to see your photo featured on our Big Old Fish segment. Not only do you get to show off your superior fishing skills, you're also entered to win a fish mount from Norling Taxidermy Studio. Newswatch 12's Big Old Fish is brought to you by Kurt's Island Sports Shop in Monaco.
It was in February. I was playing pond hockey and literally had to be helped up. I was in constant pain after that. So I came to Dr. Drager and they started me on the laser treatment. I realized as I've gone through this every day I was feeling better, and I am so happy with coming to see Dr. Drager.
Contact Drager Chiropractic in Eagle River to see if high-intensity laser treatment is right for you. Call 715-479-5995.
With over 108 years of manufacturing, Yanmar is here for you. Northwoods Harley-Davidson and Northwoods Yanmar are open, fully stocked, and ready to deliver to the homeowner and construction customers. And of course, the Harley-Davidson motorcycles are ready to go. So work and play, we have you covered.
Tune in as Chief Meteorologist Jeff Weller leads the WJFW Weather Watch team to bring you the most up-to-the-minute weather forecast, utilizing industry-leading technology. WJFW's award-winning weather team has you covered, so you won't be surprised by the ever-changing weather systems in the North Woods. Join the team during the daily broadcast on Channel 12 or streaming live on Facebook.
Dreaming about time on the lakes, fishing, pontoon ride on the chain, family fun? No matter what your dream is, Flo has the system to make your dream come true. Hi, I'm Kip with 3 Lakes Docks and Lifts. Flo docks are designed to be attractive, reliable, and simple. Easy to level, install, and use. Flo products save you time for the things that matter the most. Time on the lakes with friends and family. Stop in and let me show you how Flo can make your lake time dream a reality. That's at 3 Lakes Docks and Lifts.
The Newswatch 12 team works hard to deliver the most important stories from around the globe, local and national sports updates, and weather reports. NBC Newswatch 12. News from where you live.
Welcome back. We'll see plenty of sunshine for today. High temperatures a bit cooler in the lower 80s, and just the isolated chance for a shower or storm towards central Wisconsin. A good chance for everyone to see showers and storms tomorrow with some cooler temperatures, highs near 70. And those temperatures are here to stay for this weekend with highs in the upper 60s on Saturday.
Thanks, Tyler. Well, taking long naps may be bad for you, actually.
Yep, and that tops our medical news this morning. Researchers in China analyzed over 20 studies on the health effects of daytime napping. They found long naps lasting more than an hour were linked to a 30% higher risk of early death, but only in those who slept over 6 hours a night. Long nappers also had a 34% higher risk of developing cardiovascular disease. However, experts say that these findings cannot prove cause and effect. It is possible that people who are less healthy are more likely to nap.
And new research reveals teenagers who suffer from depression or anxiety may face a higher risk of a heart attack later in life. The Swedish study tracked over 200,000 men from their late teens through middle age. It showed men diagnosed with a mental disorder in adolescence were 20% more likely to have a heart attack, regardless of any other risk factors. The link was partly due to lower physical fitness and stress resilience in teens with mental illness.
As Americans anxiously await a coronavirus vaccine, a new study finds only a third of U.S. adults got a flu shot in 2018. People who were most likely to get that vaccine were senior citizens, those with private insurance, and those who had a personal doctor. Vaccination rates were lowest in Texas, Louisiana, and New York, and highest in Washington, D.C., West Virginia, and North Carolina. Men and racial minorities were less likely to get a flu shot. Researchers say that these findings are concerning as we look ahead to the upcoming flu season on top of COVID-19.
Well, up next in sports, several teams across multiple leagues joined the Milwaukee Bucks in sitting out their games yesterday.
That's right. Andrew Goldstein will share all the latest reaction and thoughts from the players coming up after this short break.
Packer scratch games from the Wisconsin Lottery can turn into all sorts of fun things. Like 2 club-level seats to every Packers home game for the next 2 years. Just by mailing in $5 of non-winning Packers scratch games to enter the bonus drawing, or there's a chance to instantly win cash prizes. Packers scratch games. Watch the excitement unfold.
Northwoods Accents, located in Mercer, features a wide variety of high-quality rustic and contemporary furniture, all made in Wisconsin. Complete your patio or deck with maintenance-free outdoor furniture. View our best craft living room sets. Denali throws and beddings to warm the chilly evenings. All products have year-round low prices with no sales pressure. The owner is available to assist you with any questions. Stop by Northwoods Accents, 5079 US Highway 51 in Mercer.
Yeah, well, look what I did this weekend, huh?
Your weekends brought to you by American Marine and Motorsports in Shawano and Evinrude Motors. We have more boats and pontoons in stock than anywhere else in Wisconsin. Check them out in the largest showroom in the USA. Buy or trade into a new boat and get out on the water today, and we'll give you the best deal, guaranteed by at least $500. Get the most out of your weekends with Evinrude Motors and American Marine and Motorsports Shawano.
I'm Leah, and that's me. Long before I had moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis, I've always been the ringleader, had a zest for life. Flash forward, then RA kept me from the important things. And what my doctor said surprised me. She said my joint pain could mean permanent joint damage. And Enbrel helps relieve joint pain and helps stop that joint damage. Ask about Enbrel so you can get back to being your true self.
Enbrel may lower your ability to fight infections. Serious, sometimes fatal events, including infections, tuberculosis, lymphoma, other cancers, nervous system and blood disorders, and allergic reactions have occurred. Tell your doctor if you've been someplace where fungal infections are common, or if you're prone to infections, have cuts or sores, have had hepatitis B, have been treated for heart failure, or if you have persistent fever, bruising, bleeding, or paleness. Don't start Enbrel if you have an infection like the flu.
Visit Enbrel.com to see how your joint damage could progress.
Enbrel, FDA approved for over 20 years.
Welcome back. We have a beautiful day heading our way, starting off on the warmer side out here on the weather deck this morning. Let's take a look At our current conditions right now, 67 degrees, mostly clear skies. Do have a couple areas of patchy fog as our winds are calm this morning. Down towards Wausau, also starting off on the warm side at 72 degrees. On the radar, and Sally can see a very weak cold front sagging to the south with a couple of light rain showers towards Stevens Point and Green Bay. So if you are hitting the roadways, could run into a couple areas of patchy fog, also a couple light rain showers across the Badger State for this morning. On Futurecast, you are going to see the isolated chance for a shower mainly down towards central Wisconsin and southern Wisconsin. Across Northwoods, though, we will see plenty of sunshine for this afternoon. So travel with the forecast. Looking to be a nice day across the state. Temperatures in the 80s over towards western Wisconsin, up across Northwoods. We're going to see the lower 80s for highs, some middle 80s towards central Wisconsin, and then dropping our way further south towards southern Wisconsin. Warm temperatures and the chance for showers and thunderstorms down towards Madison, Milwaukee, and Chicago. We'll have more for you coming up, but first, let's take it over to Marissa.
Thanks, Tyler. The Milwaukee Bucks boycotted Game 5 of their first-round playoff series yesterday, setting off a domino effect all across the sports world. The Bucks see combating racism as their mission, at least in part due to their real-life experiences of one of their players. Newswatch 12's Andrew Goldstein has more.
Protesting injustice is personal for the Milwaukee Bucks. Yes, the shooting of Jacob Blake and resulting chaos happened just 40 minutes from Milwaukee, but it hits even closer to home for one of their players. Police officers tased Sterling Brown and handcuffed him over a parking violation in 2018. Those officers arrested Brown and took him to jail overnight. Brown then brought a wrongful arrest lawsuit against both the police department and the city of Milwaukee. That suit is not resolved yet. It's no accident that Brown was one of two players that delivered Milwaukee's team statement to the media.
Over the last few days in our home state of Wisconsin, we've seen the horrendous video of Jacob Blake being shot in the back 7 times by a police officer in Kenosha, and the additional shooting of protesters. Despite the overwhelming plea for change, there has been no action, so our focus today cannot be on basketball.
The Bucks called on Wisconsin's legislature to gavel into special session to address racial injustice. It has been more than 4 months since that legislature passed a bill. The demand for police reform did not stop at the NBA. Hundreds of other athletes took up the cause, including those who have been outspoken from the beginning. WNBA players also suspended 3 of their own games that were scheduled for last night. The Washington Mystics wore shirts with Jacob Blake's name on the front and bullet holes on the back. Meanwhile, the Brewers and Reds each decided to not play yesterday's game. Among the major professional sports leagues with the season in progress, only the NHL continued without any postponements. Most NFL teams carried on with practice. We expect to see some kind of response from the Green Bay Packers today. The Detroit Lions canceled one of their scheduled practices for a press conference to bring awareness to racial issues earlier this week. Finally, I'd like to leave you with the thoughts of TNT basketball analyst Chris Webber, who posed a question yesterday that I think we should all be asking ourselves.
If not now, when? If not during a pandemic and countless lives being lost, if not now, when? Do you have to be smart? Yes. Do you have to make sure that you have a plan? Yes. Do you have to be articulate about that plan? Yes. All of those things. But that's what you're going to do. They're professionals. They know how to be the best of themselves. And so I applaud it. I applaud it because it is the young people. It is the young people leading the way. And I applaud them.
Who hasn't felt protective lately? Of our families, our communities, our resources? In times like these, we all fight to make sure our people are safe. But when your people, your family, your community is made up of millions of cancer patients and their families, keeping them safe takes everyone's help.
Every living creature on Earth needs Mother Nature's water for survival. From the family pet, whether it's the dog or fish in a fish tank, to the precious little munchkins running around, for 7 decades, Maher Water Corporation has been supplying and treating this water for the entire family with products made here in Wisconsin by Water Care. So call us today for the cleanest, safest water around.
Selling a home is expensive and stressful, so we set out to create a better home selling experience with a network of the most successful real estate agents in America that'll sell your home for as little as a 2% commission.
The icing on the cake with the Ideal Agent was that we saved $12,000 in commissions.
They were so stress-free, the whole process was amazing, and I would definitely recommend them.
We are not a discount brokerage. These are top local agents that'll get you the best results.
Imagine straightforward, reliable facts about any state or national politician on any issue of concern to you. Votesmart.org. Hundreds of conservatives and liberals putting their differences aside and joining together to protect the most essential component of our democracy, a citizen's right to the truth about the people they elected or those seeking to replace them. All so that you can finally, simply, and instantly get the facts. Votesmart.org, because facts matter.
You're watching Newswatch 12 today with Marissa Silvas, Peter Dubois, and Tyler Moore.
Good morning and thanks for waking up with us today. It's Thursday, August 27th. While overnight, Hurricane Laura made landfall on the Gulf Coast as a Category 4 storm.
Jay Gray has the latest on the storm's impact from Lake Charles, Louisiana.
Laura crashing into the Gulf Coast early Thursday morning, the most powerful hurricane to ever cross the shoreline near the Texas-Louisiana border.
We are anticipating catastrophic damages.
From a major Category 4 hurricane with sustained winds of 150 miles an hour, gusts even stronger. More than a foot of rain in some areas, and what the National Hurricane Center calls an unsurvivable and potentially historic storm surge. At just 3 feet, the surge can be life-threatening. At 6 feet, the waves can smash through windows and doors. At 9 feet, entire neighborhoods can be swallowed. Laura's storm surge could crest at 20 feet.
To think that there would be a wall of water over 2 stories high coming on shore is very difficult for most to conceive, but that is what is going to happen.
And Laura will continue to wreak havoc as it pushes inland.
We could have 90-mile-per-hour wind gusts up to southern Arkansas, so we expect millions of people to be without power by Thursday evening, and then we have to deal with possibly even some rainfall and flooding in Tennessee and Kentucky.
This massive storm tonight, just beginning its assault. Jay Gray, NBC News. Lake.
Just a massive, terrifying storm, and of course we'll continue to update you on everything that's going on with it throughout our show.
Yes, of course, but looking locally here, it looks like we have another pretty calm day in the forecast. For more on that, let's head over to our weather center with Tyler Moore. So Tyler, good morning. What do we have to expect for the rest of the day here today?
Yeah, we will have a great day heading our way. A good amount of sunshine, some comfortable temperatures. We'll knock down our humidity slightly for the day. Still going to be on the humid side. We're also going to knock down those temperatures just a bit from yesterday. Let's take a look at where those high temperatures were. Well above average. 86 in Rhinelander for a high, 88 in Merrill, 90 in Wausau, and 91 in Wisconsin Rapids for a high temperature yesterday. Radar on satellite this morning showing a very weak cold front drifting down to the south. That's bringing a couple light rain showers down towards Stevens Point and Plover currently this morning. Otherwise, we are going to see partly cloudy skies this morning with clearing skies for this afternoon. Visibility showing a couple areas of patchy fog towards Vilas County into northern Oneida County, so keep that in mind. A couple areas of dense fog out there this morning. Temperatures starting off on the warm side, 60s and 70s, and we're going to be back into the 80s for highs this afternoon. So your morning planner showing partly cloudy skies to start, turning mostly sunny this afternoon. Temperatures warming into the middle 70s by lunchtime, and then reaching towards the lower 80s for highs this afternoon.
Thanks, Tyler. Several Northwoods first responder groups have picked up some grant money to help their agencies. Wisconsin Public Service is providing a total of $50,000 through its Rewarding Responders grant. 27 emergency response agencies in the Northwoods are receiving funding, and among this year's recipients are the fire departments in Tomahawk, Nokomis, and Merrill, and the Antigo Police Department. Agencies will use the money toward things like AEDs, storage systems, and fire-resistant clothing. The grant program reached a milestone this year. They've now helped 200 emergency response agencies and donated more than $350,000. To be eligible for these grants, agencies must operate in the WPS service area.
Well, many high school athletic departments have been struggling to find the best options for their athletes in the COVID-19 pandemic. And without the money from crowds, some schools have decided to cut non-money-making programs entirely. The University of Iowa has announced it's shutting down 4 varsity sports after the 2020-2021 school year. Men's gymnastics, men's tennis, and the swimming and diving teams will all be eliminated. Iowa's AD made that announcement last Friday. Although she has yet to compete as a Hawkeye, this decision has left a big impact on former Spash swimmer Kennedy Gilbertson.
I was like, there's no way. Like, I literally just got here and I love all these people. And then I couldn't believe it, and I still can't believe it. Like, it doesn't feel real.
While many of her teammates shared her disbelief, Gilbertson says the news has started to motivate her and her teammates ahead of this upcoming season.
Everyone's just like, let's go out with a bang. Let's show them like who the Hawkeyes are, like what we're made of. Like, once a Hawkeye, always a Hawkeye. Like, let's make them regret like cutting us ever. So that's our goal. Let's just go out with a bang.
Certainly a good attitude to have for them, but a really difficult situation.
For sure.
Yeah, alrighty. Well, coming up, we have some news you can use, including a recall on a popular flavor of Lay's potato chips.
That story, plus find out how robots are working to keep people safe during the pandemic. Those stories and more consumer news in just a couple minutes.
She's got 2 kids and 2 jobs, but tonight she may not make it home. Every woman has a right to self-defense, a gun for protection. But Joe Biden would take her rights away. For decades, Joe Biden has opposed your gun rights. Now Biden wants to cut police funding. In this election, self-defense is on the line. Defend your family. Defeat Joe Biden. The NRA Victory Fund Inc. is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Hi, I'm Dr. Justin Scherer, DC with the Spinal Aid Center of Wausau. Are you one of the millions of people suffering with the symptoms of peripheral neuropathy? Your symptoms may include numbness and tingling in your feet or hands, difficulty sleeping from leg or foot discomfort, and debilitating balance problems. I have good news for you. You can now get relief with our breakthrough treatment method without the use of drugs or surgery. Our treatments help to heal damaged nerves that cause peripheral neuropathy. If left untreated, you may eventually end up with a walker or wheelchair, so don't delay. Call our office now to schedule an appointment to see if our treatment methods are right for you. We will do a painless neuropathy severity exam to determine the amount of nerve loss. If you qualify for our treatment, it can truly change your life. Start living your life pain-free. Call today.
Ladies, check it out. So strong, so not ripped.
What are we talking about?
That's the Hefty Ultra Strong bag.
Hefty, hefty, hefty.
Give me the bag.
Get Hefty Ultra Strong at a low price.
I got your back, you got mine. Think about you all the time. Together we can come through. That's what love's made of. When it's made with love, it's made to be shared.
Welcome back and happy Thursday morning. We're starting off with some warm temperatures in the 60s and 70s. 67 right now in Rylander, 68 in Antigo, 72 in Wausau, and 71 in Wisconsin Rapids. Do have a couple clouds, a few light rain showers across the area. Also a little bit of patchy fog this morning towards Mantuish Waters and into Arborvita, seeing visibility down to a half mile at times on the roadways for this morning. You can see a cold front slowly sinking down to the south of Wausau this morning, clearing skies across the Northwoods. We'll start off with partly cloudy skies. We'll see plenty of sunshine for this afternoon. You can see just a couple of those lighter rain showers down towards some of our southern counties, passing through Wisconsin Rapids, Pine Grove towards Plover, Stevens Point, picking up some of those light rain showers for the morning hours today. That cold front is going to continue to sink further down to the south towards central and southern Wisconsin and stall out there, so they're going to see their rain chances increase for today. For us, though, we have this high pressure diving from the north. That's going to lead to a nice day in the forecast with plenty of sunshine for this afternoon. That cold front isn't really knocking down our dew points. We're still seeing dew points in the 60s, so that muggy air mass still going to hold on for today and into tomorrow. Then a stronger cold front arrives, and that's going to drop down our dew points for Saturday and into Sunday. making things a little bit more comfortable along with some cooler temperatures heading our way. So for this morning, we're looking at temperatures in the 70s, 75 degrees by lunchtime, heading towards the lower 80s for highs this afternoon. Partly cloudy skies this morning, mostly sunny skies developing for this afternoon. So we'll show you that here on Futurecast. Notice starting off with a couple more clouds across the area. Then by the afternoon hours, watch how these clouds fall apart. Plenty of sunshine, just the isolated chance for a shower or storm down towards central and southern Wisconsin, mainly south of Wausau, picking up that light chance for a rain shower. A lot of us are going to see rain showers and storms, though, as we enter tomorrow morning. Notice the time frame here by 7 a.m. Lots of showers and thunderstorms popping up. That will continue through the morning hours, even into the afternoon hours. Can't rule out some isolated scattered showers and thunderstorms across the area. Then that cold front sweeps through and will dry things out late Friday into Saturday. We are looking at a good amount of rainfall, though, with those rounds of showers and storms probably going to pick up a ½ inch to an inch, maybe localized places picking up closer to 2 inches of rainfall under some of those heavier showers and storms. Average high is 75. We're sitting in the 80s for today. Enjoy it. Those 80s are going away for this weekend and all the way into next week. And if you're looking for some warmer temperatures, once again, it's not heading our way as we dive into September the 3rd through the 9th, looking at a good shot at below average temperatures across the upper Midwest and the Great Lakes. So we'll enjoy these temperatures today, upper 70s, lower 80s across the Northwoods, decreasing clouds into this afternoon. Down towards central Wisconsin, the isolated chance for a shower or storm. Temperatures a bit warmer, reaching towards the middle 80s. Then for tonight, increasing clouds late, the chance for an isolated shower or storm past midnight with temperatures in the upper 50s. For tomorrow, we're looking at a good shot at some showers and storms, turning cooler though. Notice our high temperatures struggling to reach near 70. Your Northwoods Furniture and Mattress 7-day forecast showing a beautiful weekend though. Plenty of sunshine with cooler temperatures in the upper 60s to lower 70s, and we'll keep those cooler temperatures into the beginning of next week.
Thanks, Tyler. Frito-Lay is recalling select bags of barbecue-flavored potato chips.
And this tops our consumer news this morning. The chips may contain undeclared milk ingredients, so people who have an allergy or severe sensitivity to milk run the risk of a serious or even life-threatening allergic reaction if they consume the product contained inside the recalled bags. Now, these recalled bags also included a select Frito-Lay in select Frito-Lay variety packs. The products subject to recall were sold mostly in the western part of the country, so no allergic reactions related to this matter have been reported yet.
More homes are about to fall into zombie foreclosure. The 2020 Vacant Property and Zombie Foreclosure Report found 1.5 million residential properties are vacant. The report from Adam Data Solutions says the number of properties in foreclosure in the third quarter is actually down from the previous quarter, but the number of so-called zombie foreclosures or vacant properties is up. The increase comes at a time when the federal government is trying to shield the housing market from an economic slide stemming from the worldwide pandemic.
Well, Trend Micro, a cloud security firm, says it's blocked nearly 9 million COVID-19 related threats in the first half of this year. Nearly 92% of those threats were email-based. Trend Micro says cybercriminals shifted their focus from January through June to take advantage of global interest in the pandemic. The risk to businesses was compounded by security gaps created by a huge shift to a largely remote workforce. The firm says COVID-19 related threats were the single largest type of threat in the first half of the year.
And you may not realize it, but robots are working around the clock to keep people safe from the virus.
And you can find them in hospitals, hotels, and even gyms. So Sheila Munis explains how they work.
This is the most powerful UV robot really on the face of the earth today.
Meet Xenix. The lamp inside puts out high-intensity, high-energy ultraviolet light that can disinfect surfaces all around it.
It's being used in hotels, it's being used in gymnasiums, it's being used in schools.
The Xenix Light Strike robot is roaming through roughly 650 hospitals, government offices, and food processing plants around the world. The lamp has really been around since 2012, but now Xenix says it can zap COVID-19 germs.
When we tested it at a biosafety level 3 lab, technically a BSL-4 lab, it was able to get a 99.99% reduction of the actual SARS-CoV-2 virus in 2 minutes. And 99.99%, that was the limit of the test.
Hotels are now using it to help them clean rooms and offices and lure back business. Xenix CEO Morris Miller says the gadget can clean a hotel room in 6 minutes an elevator in 2.
You can take the robot into an elevator, disinfect all of the buttons in that elevator so that the next passenger that's riding in it, they can feel comfortable. They're not going to catch something from the actual surfaces of the elevator.
Really cool story there. Always amazing to just see how much progress we've made in terms of technology.
I know, it's pretty incredible, but it is important to note that they say it still can't stop person-to-person transmission, so that it's no replacement for social distancing and face masks.
Technically, there's really no way to social distance completely on a bus.
Now, it's normal for kids to pack onto a bus on their way to school.
Coming up at 6, we'll find out how one local school district is implementing some new rules to keep things moving smoothly.
During the Labor Day sale at Home Furniture, everything's on sale, up to 30% off. Every sofa, sectional, and recliner. Get free no-contact shipping, plus no interest financing until 2024. The Labor Day sale, now at Home Furniture.
At Eagle Floor Covering in Eagle River, we have a knowledgeable staff, competitive pricing, and free estimates. Browse our selection of carpet, vinyl, wood, and tile for your next home project.
If you're a contractor or do-it-yourselfer, make Argonne Lumber your first stop. High-quality materials, personalized service, expert staff, and delivery are just some of the things Argonne Lumber is known for. Stop in and smell the lumber at Argonne Lumber, 2 locations in Argonne and Rhinelander.
It's the Jeopardy! College Championship Finals. Good luck. Here we go. It's down to the final 3. Indiana, Minnesota,
USC.
Presented by Lending Tree.
Jeopardy! Weekdays at 4:30 on NBC 12.
Looking to add warmth to your home with a new gas, wood, pellet, or electric unit? Look no further than Trapper's Fireplace Gallery in Eagle River, carrying the best selection from Heat and Glow, Quadra-Fire, Simply Fire, and Vermont Castings. From complete installs to service to maintenance, we have you covered. From the Dahlquist family you've trusted for over 50 years, visit their newest fireplace showroom, Trapper's Fireplace Gallery, downtown Eagle River. Welcome to the family.
LDF Country Market is a full-service grocery store with the area's lowest gas prices. Quality, selection, priced right in one stop. Shop our always fresh produce, locally sourced from area farms when available. Make meals easy with hand-cut meats from our legendary butchers. You'll make mouths water. Enjoy hot and ready deli meals cooked daily just for you. Browse a large selection of handcrafted, authentic Native American jewelry. Join our rewards club and save with weekly specials at ldfcountrymarket.com.
Take it from me, awkward conversations are a dad's specialty. So keep talking with your kids about the reality of social media images and that they see themselves as a whole amazing person. Stay awkward, but stay involved. The more you see her, the more you know.
You're watching NBC 12 from where you live.
During our Labor Day sale at Home Seasonal Concepts, patio closeouts continue with year-end savings on everything patio up to 50% off. And now you can finance it with no interest until 2024. Plus, get free no-contact shipping. Labor Day patio closeouts, now at Home Seasonal Concepts.
Welcome back. Well, both ATVs and UTVs are pretty popular here across the Northwoods.
And the school district of Rhinelander recognizes that popularity and the risk of rising, so they're adding an ATV-UTV safety course this school year. Now, officials say the number of ATV or UTV accidents has increased in the last year, and Sergeant Brad Fogarty says just be aware of what you're driving and know your own limits.
Just know the basic rules and know the machine. I mean, these machines are built for a lot of different uses. Some are for recreational, some are for work. But it's just important to know the limitations of the machine and also only ride to your personal limits.
ATV and UTV expert Nathan Plouffe appreciates how the school district is taking some younger riders' safety seriously, and he advises to keep a cautious mindset while you ride.
The mindset of don't take chances can apply to, side-by-sides and ATVs.
You can go to register for the courses online. They're scheduled for September 28th and 29th at the Oneida County Sheriff's Office. So good to see that's being done. I recently got an ATV for the first time. While it was a lot of fun, definitely can see how that can be an unsafe scenario.
Yeah, especially I know with a lot of them on the roads nowadays, so it definitely makes sense for everyone to have safety in mind. And Tyler, if anyone's out on the roads this morning, some people are dealing with a little bit of fog, but not too bad out there.
Yeah, a little bit of fog across the Northwoods, mainly north of Highway. Not overly dense or overly widespread in coverage, but don't be surprised if we do have a couple areas of patchy dense fog this morning. Let's take a look at our current conditions right now. Starting off on the warm side, still has that muggy feeling. Temperatures at 65 degrees in Ryland or down towards Wausau. Temperatures also very warm this morning in the lower 70s, 72 degrees. Let's take a look at the radar and satellite right now. Do have a couple light rain showers drifting towards Stevens Point, Plover. That's along a cold front that is sinking down to the south. That's going to drop our temperatures just slightly for today. We'll show that here on Futurecast. Any of those clouds, light rain showers going to sink to the south across the Northwoods. We'll see plenty of sunshine into the afternoon and evening hours today. So your travel weather forecast looking like a beautiful day across the state over towards western Wisconsin. Temperatures in the 80s. Up across the Northwoods, highs will be in the low to middle 80s. And then dropping our way further south towards southern Wisconsin. Still going to be on the stormier side today with warm temperatures down towards Madison and Milwaukee. We'll have more news and more weather for you coming up just after this quick break.
This is Dave. He donates blood regularly. This is Mason. He was diagnosed with cancer at age 3 and received weekly transfusions. Mason is one of the many lives Dave has helped save. Jennifer started donating last week. Jeff just found out he'll need surgery next week. Neither Jeff nor Jennifer know it, but her blood will help Jeff get through his surgery.
This is Lauren. She'll need a blood transfusion in 2 weeks. Will your donation save her life?
Donate today. You'll save lives tomorrow.
Donate in August for a chance to win one of 3 cutting-edge technology packages.
Great Lakes Carpentry has proudly partnered with Carlson Electric to bring you the many benefits that solar has to offer. This new partnership, combined with a pre-existing relationship with Alpine Windows, is truly the perfect combination to help you meet all of your energy efficiency goals. Come down to Great Lakes Carpentry's new office in Minocqua, Wisconsin, located along Highway 51 to check out samples of both these excellent products. Great Lakes Carpentry, building today for a greener tomorrow.
Hi, my name's Chad. I went and saw a neurologist and had several MRIs, and they found out that I had spinal neuropathy. The neurologist at the hospital decided that the only treatment was medication. I didn't find that acceptable, so I called Spinal Aid to get a free consultation. After working with Spinal Aid, I'm able to walk, I'm able to sleep, I have balance, my overall comfort of life is 100% better.
Are you experiencing weakness, numbness, and/or pain in your feet or hands? These sensations might even be affecting other areas of your body along with your balance. You might have already been diagnosed with peripheral neuropathy and are taking drugs such as Lyrica, gabapentin, or Cymbalta that never seems to help. Neuropathy pain ultimately diminishes your quality of life. The Spinal Aid Center of Wausau can help relieve the symptoms of your neuropathy. Call Spinal Aid of Wausau today to see if our treatment methods are right for you. Call 715-203-1508 to schedule your neuropathy severity consultation.
You're watching Newswatch 12 Today with Marissa Silvas, Peter Dubois, and Tyler Moore.
Welcome back. Overnight, Hurricane Laura made landfall on the Louisiana coast. The eye wall of the Cat 4 storm arrived near Cameron at 1 a.m. local time. The storm had maximum sustained winds of 150 miles per hour and is expected to bring catastrophic storm surge and flooding to parts of the state. Before officially making landfall, the northern eye wall moved over Cameron Parish. Residents there were warned to take cover. Nearly 50,000 power outages reported in Cameron and the parishes surrounding the eye wall as it moved onshore.
My goodness, just obviously a terrifying situation, a massive major storm. But I think for me, the worst part is it hitting overnight like that, because that just creates even more troubles and a scarier situation for everyone involved.
Absolutely. And it's good to see all the proactive efforts throughout the week that have been taken to ensure that people get to safety, though.
Yeah, there was plenty of warning ahead of this storm, so hopefully people took those warnings and headed for higher ground out of the storm's path. But I am a little worried about some of the damage that we are going to see as the sun does rise this morning in parts of Louisiana. Well, let's take a look this morning currently at the satellite imagery of Laura as it's starting to fall apart. Once it hits land, the hurricane starts to lose its strength, its energy that it gets from the ocean, so it's starting to lose that defined eye. Still, a strong storm this morning, Category 2 in strength as it continues to push off to the north. The track of this is now going to shift off to the north and then swing off to the east, so still going to have some gusty winds with it. Heavy rainfall as it pushes towards places like the Ohio Valley and then eventually into the mid-Atlantic states. So we're not done with Laura just yet, but it is finally starting to weaken this morning. Radar and satellite across the Northwoods, we're seeing a weak cold front drift down to the south. So we're seeing clearing skies across the Northwoods, a couple light rain showers down towards central Wisconsin. Warm temperatures this morning starting off in the 60s and 70s. Another nice warm day is heading our way before temperatures start to drop for this weekend. Futurecast showing plenty of sunshine for this afternoon. Just an isolated shower or storm down towards central Wisconsin. Your hourly forecast for today showing those beautiful temperatures, 70s this morning, reaching towards the lower 80s with plenty of sunshine for this afternoon. Your 3-day forecast showing showers and thunderstorms likely as our temperatures drop on Friday and then staying on the cooler side for the weekend.
Says temperatures still staying warm today, but it sounds like, Tyler, we're going to have, a drop off after that for a little bit.
That's right. Maybe it was one more last taste of summer. Possibly.
Yep.
Yeah, last day in the 80s for today. Then we're dropping down for this weekend. It does look like over the next week or two, we're going to keep those cooler temperatures around.
All right.
Well, thank you for the update, Tyler. Well, next on Newswatch 12 today, several sports teams decided not to play yesterday in the wake of Jacob Blake's shooting.
We'll have that story for you. Plus, we'll have how school buses will look a little bit different this fall as they adapt to social distancing. That's coming up in our next half hour. But first, you're waking up with Newswatch 12 today here on NBC.
Keep your family safe with Kidde Home Safety Products from Menards. Protect your family with smoke and carbon monoxide alarms or fire extinguishers for the whole house. Save with 11% off all Kidde Home Safety Products. Mastercraft makes great doors inside and out. Choose from our great selection of stock doors or design your door for free in-store or online with our door designer. Save with 11% off everything. Now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Hi, I'm Brian from Creative Granite. When I need the forecast from Minocqua, I go to WJFW.com for my hometown forecast.
Your hometown weather, available 24/7 at WJFW.com.
Hi, I'm Linda, and I am here because of severe chronic back pain. I have been seeing doctors after doctors. I've had back surgery, and I had enough. So I went to Dr. Scher. I am relieved. I am happy. My family and my husband are very happy that I had this done.
Are you suffering with back or neck pain and considering the possibility of surgery? At the Spinal Aid Center of Wausau, we incorporate the latest technologies, including high-intensity laser therapy that provides the highest success rates in helping people just like you avoid back and neck surgery. With our treatments, there are no drugs and no surgery, just relief. Call today for a free spinal disc severity consultation and see if our treatments are right for you. Call 715-203-4392 or visit us at spinalaid.com. Start living your life pain-free.
The Newswatch 12 team works hard to deliver the most important stories from around the globe, local and national sports updates, and weather reports. NBC Newswatch 12. News from where you live.
Hi, I'm Maria Seefeld with Miracle-Ear of Marshfield. If you're struggling hearing your favorite news or TV shows, please stop in and see me for a free hearing test.
Right now on Newswatch 12 today, the Milwaukee Bucks voted to boycott their playoff game Wednesday night against the Orlando Magic, creating a domino effect across the NBA and MLB. We'll have more. Plus,
one more warm day today before temperatures drop along with showers and storms. All of the details coming up.
And while students will expect their classrooms to look different this year, transportation to school will also be changing. We'll hear from a local bus system. It's Thursday, August 27th.
Your local news and weather from where you live. Newswatch 12 Today starts now.
Good morning and thanks for waking up with us today. I'm Peter Dubois here with Marissa Silvas. But when the sports world suddenly stopped back in March, many people for the first time began to understand how much COVID-19 was going to change our lives.
On Wednesday, much of the sports world has come to a halt again, and this time it was for a different reason. It all started when the Milwaukee Bucks refused to take the court for their scheduled playoff game at 3 p.m. against the Orlando Magic. They're protesting the police shooting of Jacob Blake in Kenosha on Sunday. Other NBA teams followed the Bucks' lead in protesting. In fact, all NBA playoff games scheduled for yesterday were postponed. Instead of playing, the Bucks were on a conference call with Wisconsin Attorney General Josh Kaul and Lieutenant Governor Mandela Barnes. After 3 hours in the locker room, they delivered a statement to the media.
Over the last few days in our home state of Wisconsin, we've seen the horrendous video of Jacob Blake being shot in the back 7 times by a police officer in Kenosha, and the additional shooting of protesters. Despite the overwhelming plea for change, there has been no action, so our focus today cannot be on basketball.
The decision from the Bucks created a chain reaction for sports and teams all over the country. We'll have more on how the Brewers decided to join the protest and much more later in the show.
Quite a huge moment there. Well, back in our area, we are starting out with a pretty warm one out there.
That's absolutely right. So for more on that, we'll toss it over to our weather center with Tyler Moore. Tyler, what's it looking like right now for temperatures, and how much can we expect for a warm up later today?
Yeah, temperatures are starting off warm this morning, 60s and 70s, and we're heading back into the 80s this afternoon, although a couple degrees cooler than what we saw yesterday. If we take a look at our highs from yesterday, they were well into the 80s, 86 in Rhinelander for a high temperature. Welcome back and happy Thursday morning. We're starting off the day with some very warm temperatures, still have that humidity. Also some dense fog, some low-hanging clouds have been developing across the Northwoods this morning with temperatures sitting in the 60s, 66 right now in Rhinelander, 64 in Merrill, 70 in Stevens Point, and 71 in Wisconsin Rapids. Here's that dense fog that's been developing Eagle River, Rhinelander, and Merrill. Picking up a dense fog. Visibility is down near a quarter of a mile, so you are going to need to take it just a bit slower at times. This has really been building in over the last hour. You can see sky live in Rhinelander, some of those low-hanging clouds making it down near the surface. They're not going to be with us all day. We are going to see plenty of sunshine into this afternoon. Do have a weakening cold front sagging down to our south, bringing some light rain showers towards central Wisconsin. Most of those are now drifting off to the east. You can see a couple of those areas picking up some light rain showers, but most of that is now exiting our area this morning. We're going to see a nice dry day across the Northwoods as a high pressure builds off to our north. This cold front sags down to the south and stalls down towards southern Wisconsin. So we're going to see a nice dry day. Still have some humidity out there, though. You're going to notice those dew points sitting in the 60s this morning. Those are going to hold for today and into tomorrow. But by this weekend, we'll get a cooler, drier air mass that will feel more comfortable for both Saturday and into Sunday. For today, though, we're going to see just a couple more of those clouds this morning, decreasing clouds for the mid-morning hours, and then plenty of sunshine into this afternoon. Temperatures reaching into the middle 70s by lunchtime and then getting towards the lower 80s for highs this afternoon. So Futurecast showing those clouds, some of the area of fog this morning that will be burning off by late this morning. Look at all the sunshine we have for this afternoon, and there's that isolated chance for rain shower down towards central and southern Wisconsin. By later on tonight, we're going to see those clouds increase once again. Then here we go, more showers and storms heading our way for your Friday morning. This is by 7 a.m. Seeing a line of showers and thunderstorms extending across north central Wisconsin. It is going to be on the wetter side with lots of clouds through the first half of the day, and even into the afternoon hours, still going to see mostly cloudy skies with some scattered showers and storms. Then it will finally kick further off to the east as we work our way towards Saturday. We're looking at a good amount of rainfall, though, picking up a half inch to an inch of rainfall. Some areas closing in on close to 2 inches of rainfall under some of those heavier downpours for tomorrow. Average high temperature 75, sitting in the lower 80s today. Then we're dropping for the weekend and all the way into next week. And that is going to continue into the first week of September, the 3rd through the 9th, looking at below average temperatures across the Great Lakes and the upper Midwest. So the last day with warm temperatures with highs in the upper 70s, lower 80s down towards central Wisconsin, even a couple degrees warmer reaching towards the middle 80s. And there's that isolated chance for a shower or storm towards Wisconsin Rapids, Stevens Point, and Adams. Could see that isolated shower or storm this afternoon. For a lot of us, we're going to stay dry tonight, increasing clouds, a chance for storms late tonight into tomorrow morning. We're going to see showers and storms likely turning cooler with high temperatures on your Friday only near 70 degrees. Here North at Furniture Mattress, 7-day forecast showing a dry weekend heading our way with lots of sunshine. There's those cooler temperatures with highs in the upper 60s to low 70s.
Fantastic day. Thank you so much for joining us. Take care.